and I go grab that, and you be like, yo, that dude owe me some money. I ain't put me in the video.
Wait, how's that gonna happen?
Yeah. Not knowing that you don't get paid for videos.
Yeah, but it'll be a lesson to be learned. Right?
Exactly. So I'm the type, I like to capture, everything as much as you can. Chronicle your life.
Well, speaking
Why
of the
not?
social media thing, you know, you're all in with that. I mean, like you said, it's how things are being done.
That's how it's being done. Yeah.
No doubt.
You gotta jump on board.
No doubt, no doubt. And speaking of how things are getting done, Oakland.
Right.
There's so much history that from movements to movements.
Yeah, movements to movements.
Movements to movements.
To movements to movement.
No doubt.
Occupy. Occupy.
Say word.
These. Occupy these. I'm part of the movement. Occupy. Yeah, you want to be part of the movement? Jump on it. Now that's Oakland.
That's realness.
If you really want to know about it.
I mean, from like when you first started, who were you listening to? Like, you know what I mean? Like who, like when you were starting, getting your well, this is what I'm digging. What were you liking?
Musically or just period? Or just my influence?
Actually, because my influence for hip hop came all kind of different places.
Yeah, I mean, let me just give you a little history of myself.
Yeah, okay.
Like my influences are very vast and wide. And you know what I'm saying? I am from Oakland in the Bay Area, meaning that's where I grew up. But I actually was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and that's where most of my family's from the East Coast.
Okay.
So I kind of grew up on both coasts, and the reason I went to California to Oakland is my father was in the Black Panther Party. So when I was 3 years old, he went and we moved. So I was raised in the Black Panther Party school. So I came up in that, but at the same time I was always going back to Philly for the summer or to New Jersey or whatever. So as far as hip hop, my culture and my knowledge of self, meaning me as a black person or whatever, I kind of grew up maybe a little different than a lot of people grew up, because it was weird to me growing up, is like say in the late 80s when everybody was wearing the African medallions and it was all this black whatever, and then I didn't realize that they were doing that because they finally got in college and started learning about themselves. Where I grew up knowing about Marcus Garvey. When I was 6 or 7 years old, I could tell you about any of that stuff. And actually me growing up in the Black Panther Party, I didn't know about it. I was it. You know what I mean? So I never felt the need to have to wear any kind of African medallion and red, black. Yeah, I didn't have to, because the people that you idolize, I know them on a first name basis. Erica Huggins, Huey gave me my 6th grade diploma, put it in my hand. Huey P. Newton. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't, I never went through that phase, but it also allowed me to be more of who I am. So I can go out and talk about getting some stuff and didn't have to worry about nobody saying, oh, you're not.
Right.
I'm like, dog, if you want to have a conversation with me, I can tell you about yourself.
No doubt.